Hi, welcome to Chasing Profits, another video from our YouTube channel. I think this is video number 6. Anyway, it's going to be short and kind of brief. There's a couple things I, really wanted to touch on and talk about tonight. Well, actually in the morning, because it is 2 o'clock where I'm at, Eastern Standard Time. And Eastern Standard Time, that is this is what really kills me. Okay, eBay is in based where? California, and they're 3 hours behind us, so technically their midnight is our 3 a.m. and I'm not the only person on the East Coast that goes through this. There's every seller in this time zone, but I just, a sale just came through, so when I get off of here, I've got excuse me, it was a few of them actually, so I've got to, print those labels. But here's the thing. Let's say I had went to bed, I don't know, 10:30, 11 o'clock. I mean, once in a while that actually happens. It's not often, but usually about 1 o'clock, though, lately, I am in the bed by then. And this came in at they started at 1:27, and they were like boom, boom, boom. So I would, let's say, I do one business day, but see, technically, if it's before 3 a.m., it's still the next morning or the next day. If it's at 3:01, then I have till the following day. Which right now it's okay, because my in-house assistant that comes in 3 hours a day, 6 days a week, is back. She was in New York for a little bit, and she brought back some interesting stuff. A bunch of PS3 video games, one PS4, which was just a total wreck. I can't do anything with that. Went through the whole batch. I think there's 25 total in there. 4 of them I can't do anything with, so I guess they're going to go in trash. They're wrecked beyond repair. And that was the PS4 game, and the sad part to that was it was a nice game and in decent condition. Would have brought a pretty decent little price tag with it, but that's not going to happen now because it's completely ruined. There is 7 out of the set that I would say is in good condition. None are in excellent, but good condition. The remainder, okay condition. So in most of them, there's only like 4 that's tour duty, that type thing, or yeah, tour duty, Modern Warfare, because I got a couple of other tour duties. Anyway, I decided I'm just going to bundle them up. The ones that are in pretty good condition, I'm going to bundle them up, and the other ones in another bundle. Most of them are basketball, a couple of footballs, a couple of fighting videos, UFC fighting. I don't know a whole lot about. I'm not a gamer, okay? I have learned a little bit about videos since, working with eBay, but I couldn't tell you, a whole bunch. I know Pokemon's worth a bunch, and I know that there's a few games out there that if I could get my hands on would be really, really worth, having. But at the moment, I don't have my hands on them, so with that, I don't need to worry about it. But anyway, that's beside the point. But those will be going up on the site, but they will not be going up individual. The basketball ones, there's like 2, 3 football. Yeah, mainly NBA. And they're actually in years. It's just, unfortunately, a couple of them are totally ruined. And they're the NBA is not, it's not like 7 years of good, year after year after year after year that I can sell in a lot. It's not like that at all. But it's a mixed lot, and I guess that's how I'm going to do it. But I'm going to research it a little more before I do anything with it. Anyway, the other thing I wanted to talk about was I found a site tonight called ebth.com, and that is everything but the house, and it's an auction site. And how I came across that is a couple months ago I picked up a jewelry box at a thrift store, and I knew when I picked it up it was old. I just didn't know that it was that special. It's kind of really special, actually. And I did some research on it today, and in a phone call with the eBay teammate, I mentioned it to her, and she's like, you hang on to that. From what she could tell, she gave me the price, I guess, in the Terapeak research. She said, don't let it go for anything under that. But I found also on this other site, which is nothing but an auction site, okay, and I've only like done 2 auctions, but I guess I'm going to learn half of this because they have got an assortment of stuff that is amazing. I'm going to give you an idea. 115 wheat pennies, and it still has 4 days to go on the auction, is right now at $23. That is $1.15 in pennies that is valued at the moment at $23, and it still has 4 days to go on the bidding. So it's going to be real interesting to see what that turns out to be. I used to collect wheat pennies, and I will start back collecting wheat pennies. I just didn't know there was that kind of money. Another thing, G.I. Joe, Star Wars figures, that's the place to go auction them off at. And I put up a Praetorian Guard the other day. I didn't put up the other characters, and I'm not going to put them on eBay. I'm going to actually put them on this other site on auction. I think I'm going to get more money for them that way. The comic books, oh my God, some of them are in the thousands. I mean, we're talking like 1963 from 59 to 64, but one of them was like almost $5,000. It was the first edition. I don't remember the specific one. It was, I believe, a Marvel or a DC comic, and it was either an Avenger or something of that nature. I'm not real sure. I should have wrote it down. I'm real sorry I didn't. But if you get a chance, go over and check that out. That's ebth.com. I'm sure some of you've heard of it. They do all kinds of auctions over there. But earlier today, I had run into a kid, and he was telling me that he had inherited a bunch of comic books that were like many of them still in the plastic and like old, and he really didn't know what to do with them. He was more interested in getting the money for them and buying something with them, and wanted to know if I could help him. And I said, well, I probably can, but I'm unsure, you know, right at the moment how. But here's my card, and you know, take some pictures, send it to the email address there, and I will look it up from there. But while I was at ebth.com, I found exactly where to take his books to, comic books. So I'll be calling him tomorrow and asking him to please get those to me. I have found where he can get, out of all the places I've seen comic books, that had to be the best prices I've seen for auctions. They had, I mean, even empty jewelry boxes. I'm not talking like the kind like the one I've got. I'm talking about something that like a ring or a watch or a necklace came in from certain companies. I mean, just worth a lot of money. I know that I saw a jewelry box identical to the one I have from the same company along about the same time. The only difference was where mine has all the original little handle pieces. Somebody had taken and put new gold ones, more modernized, which I think took the value down. Which I'm going to leave mine the way it is, but I am going to go. They authenticate. They do some kind of authentication process, but I'm going to go through all that, and that's where I'm going to sell my jewelry box. It's made out of cherry wood. It's beautiful. It's got like 1, 2, 3, 4 drawers, lifts up. I'm going to say it was built 30s, 40s, somewhere back in there. It had to be. If I had it, I would pull it out and show it to you, but it's put up in that locked room over there, we call the vault. So I'm not going back in to get that tonight, but I will do a video and show it to you, because vintage and antique items is something I really do like. Alright, the other thing I wanted to talk about, got a couple flashlights. Well, one's a LED flashlight. These are real handy. I keep 2 right here in my drawer for like when the lights go out and stuff, but these are a little neater. They got a little carry string. This one runs on a AA battery alone, and it has an on-off switch. I've noticed there's a lot lately on the site, on the eBay site, at different stores, and I guess some people, they don't have stores, they're just listing their products, but there's a lot of them. There's a few from China. Don't get me wrong, there's going to always be stuff like this from China, but many of them are American made, and there's some really high priced ones, okay, but there's also some really good ones that are reasonably priced, like this one here. We're looking at, in my opinion, $9 to $12. I'll probably go with $9.99 or $9.97 or something like that for it. But here's the other one that I came across. This is a little bit different. Super bright, and it adjusts for a wider or narrower beam of light. It's a tactical telescope, or tactical telescoping flashlight. It's a little bit different. It has a carrying little string too. It runs on 3 AAA batteries, and these can become very, very expensive, but they are extremely bright, and it's got 3, this particular one has 3 different light points of wideness to narrow, but they're super, super strong, and they're just really neat. There are some that, like, I guess they call them military grade or something like that, and they were like up in the hundreds, and that was just ridiculous, because you don't always have to spend that much money to get the same quality product. A lot of people do it, and you're paying for a brand name, or you're paying for the fact that it's military grade. And I could go back to a knife I had one time. I got it from survivallife.com, and actually they had given it to me for some work I did for them a few years ago. It was valued at about $100, and it was military grade steel, 440 titanium, stainless steel. It was really, really nice. Had a little clip, super sharp. I still have the sharpener that they sent me for free. Still use that till to this day, and it still sharpens just as well as it did the day I started using it. But these 2 items right here, they'll be up on in my store. I'm going to get that camera and me together here before too long. These will be up within 24 hours and available, and I do have more than one and can get access to many more. Okay, price points will be low with quality. It's a quality product. I didn't bust one of these open, but I did bust a couple of other ones open, and I took and let somebody, well, I have them out there in my kitchen, and I should have brought them in here and demonstrated, but again, I apologize. I did not think ahead. I just wanted to show you the product, that it is available. There's a lot out there, and you do not have to pay $100 or $500 for one of these. You really don't. Not to have, I mean, you can get quality a lot cheaper, probably the majority of the time. Okay, the last little item I came across, and I got a few of these too, but these are not really for sale. I have two frozen, they're like purses, and one of them came empty. One of them I bought, it was brand new, and it had a 148 piece puzzle in it, and I haven't sold it yet, but I found a bigger purple one frozen, and it originally had 3 48 piece puzzles. Now I did find 2 48 piece puzzles to go in it, and I couldn't find 3, didn't have but 2. So I found another special gift, and I thought I would just throw this in. It's a nightlight LED, plugs into the wall. Got a little itsy bitsy bulb in there. That I love those little LED bulbs. They're so itsy bitsy and small, but they get the job done, and kids love them. They had some others, and I may go back, and I don't know. I'm gonna do a little more research before I say I won't put it up in my store for sale, because I might. Like I said, I just got them today. I just happened to be going through a store and saw them, and I'm like, wow. And I ran my little doodad thingies on my phone, and okay, that's a good deal. Let's try that. So we're trying that. And the last thing, and this is more of a question, and I'm hoping that somebody will see this video and will be able to give me an answer. I have an Otterbox. Okay, I had 2. One was the first Armor Otterbox. It was neon green, and it was waterproof and all that good stuff. It was not brand new, because as you know, you cannot sell a brand new Otterbox on eBay. Can't do it, but you can sell a used one, and mine was of course used, and it did sell. But I knew which one that went to. I was able to research and find out exactly which iPhone it went to. I don't remember now. I know it went to one Galaxy phone, and it fit 2 different iPhones. It was originated back all the way to 2013. It was one of the very first ones that was built. And on the same day, I found a second Otterbox. It is solid black, and I should have pulled it out the closet. And when I make my next video, I'm going to pull it out so you can see it. But it's bigger than the phone I currently have, which is I think a 6-inch screen. I can't match it up to anything. I've tried. I don't believe it goes to an iPhone. I believe it might go to a Galaxy, but I cannot match it to which one. It is also pre-owned. I did, however, grab a tempered glass, new in the package, to go with it as I was picking up the Otterbox. The pre-owned one, that is, that I found. The other item that I've run across and I can't identify is a Survivor. It does not have the kickstand, but it is kind of like that Otterbox waterproof deal. It's totally waterproof. It goes, I do know if it's 9.7-inch iPad, but I don't know which one. So what I'm going to do tomorrow, I'm going to pull them out. They're in a bin in there somewhere in that vault. I used to call it the locked room. Now it's the locked vault because there's like 4 locks on it now. We won't get into that. Anyway, but I will pull it out tomorrow and I will show y'all what I'm talking about, and maybe somebody can help me identify it so then I can figure out how to price it and sell it. I had no trouble getting rid of the other one. That one sat in my store for maybe 2 weeks from the time I listed it, and somebody came along and grabbed it. And it could have been for any number of reasons. One, it was one of the first ones from 2013, which would make it what? Retro and vintage, practically antique. Yeah, this was one of the first. It was the first. And it was neon green. There's still some on eBay. Mine was not the only one. However, these other 2 items, I'm having a really hard time matching it up. Like I said, the Otterbox, I'm going to say it might fit a 6-inch Galaxy. It does not fit mine, but mine's a new Galaxy, and it may go to an iPhone, and I just don't know which one, because I mean, my son, he's owned several iPhones. Me, no. I had an iPod, but no iPhone. And the Survivor, it definitely goes to an iPad. I have figured that out, and I've come close to narrowing it down, but some of the things on the back didn't quite match up. So I'm just going to make another video tomorrow, pull them out, show everybody what I'm talking about, and hopefully somebody can be able to tell me what it goes to. It would really mean a lot to me. Another thing, we need support. Okay, I want to make this channel a channel for you. I mean, for me too, but for you. In other words, don't be afraid to leave a comment. Even if you don't like my video, tell me. Because I know these are my first ones, so I know they're terrible. I've looked at other people's first videos. They were terrible. And the art of videos it takes time. The templates, the screencast-o-matic, I'm going to get it done. I've made 2 test runs, and no, I'm not ready to release it. When I said about 10, I think I'm going to have to do it 10 times to get it the way I want it to be, and then I will release it to the American public, or the world public, because YouTube is worldwide. It is a 100% mobile responsive template. You can interchange the colors out for whatever product you might have. You can, you know, like, okay, your table, the borders, you can change the colors with just a couple of clicks. Add the different pictures, put in a different heading, change the description out. And of course, you don't have the bottom part is your, you know, your policy and returns, return policies, whatever. You don't have to change that unless you're going to change something in them, but that can pretty much stay the same. But it's really easy to work with, easy to do. I've gave myself actually a pat on the back because I really didn't think I was I was for a second there starting to wonder if I was even going to get anywhere. I mean, I kept trying and trying and trying, but it would go to the left side of the page, and then I finally got it to center like it was supposed to, and that was also another dumb oversight. All I had to do was just hit center. But anyway, 8 more attempts, and that how-to tutorial will be up and ready to go. Alright, that's it for tonight, or this morning. I gotta go print some stuff out and get these packages ready to go in the morning. But I want to thank you for watching. Please subscribe, please share, please tell people, please give me a big thumbs up even if you don't like the video. I don't expect you to like it yet, okay? Because I'm new at this. I don't know what I'm doing yet. I mean, I know what I'm doing. I haven't gotten there yet. And it's going to take time. I mean, I watched many other people's beginning videos, and they were just as nervous and just as jittery in their talking, and the ums and the ahs and the... You get my point. But anyway, please support us. It used to take 100 subscribers to get it. YouTube.com/your name, which in our case would be Chasing Profits. Now that's changed. It takes 1,000 or 4,000 viewing hours. They've changed a lot of stuff. Even making a thumbnail is not easy. I mean, Canva, I used to could bust out thumbnails all day long. I got like 4 made. I'm only using 1 at the moment. I'm going to make a couple more, and then I'm going to start working on the actual video intros, and it's going to come together, and I want you to take the journey with us as we do this. That's the whole key to this. Take the journey with us, because there's a lot of tips and tricks that I still have to share. Here, I'm going to throw one out at you right now. Baby wipes. When you get little plushies from like Goodwill, or they're used, you picked them up at the yard sale, they might have a stain or a little mark on it. Don't get... The ones I use are the unscented. They work wonders. Yeah, I got to thinking about that, you know. Well, the baby wipes designed to clean what? So basically it cleaned almost anything. And I had a Mickey Mouse that I had picked up, and he had a few places on him, and it come right clean. I've had a couple of other items that the baby wipes pretty much did the job, but when that fails, you move to this product here. Okay, now I also have this in the Lysol brand, but it's nothing more than just a little stronger wipe, just a disinfecting wipe. This is the Food Line brand, like the Lysol, but I do have the Lysol ones too. They're just out there on my kitchen counter at the moment. Okay, that's it. I want to thank you again for watching. Thumbs up, like, share, comment, ask questions, tell us how we're doing, tell us what we can do to improve. Good night. Have a good one.